platform. I don't know Soulflow is a Facebook person up on YouTube. But I'm more than 3 years Soulflow to do this. Yeah? Soulflow break it right down to the T. Right? Right down to the T. So when on a day here, right? When on a platform, I want to out here talk about, Donna, listen, Donna is everything like Christie. Donna is everything like Christie, right? Everything like what Christie do. Fear something, as so Donna is. Every single thing like Christie. Them hide behind business, hide behind this. You don't want to tell me now, you know, watch that mountain view video, right? And don't realize what's going on when it comes to Donna. Eh? Tell me now.
In sheep clothing, and a perfect example of that. Here is one. Listen, welcome back to Soulflow TV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. Lord God, take the case, Jesus, and give me the...
Soulflow, if you hear this video, I'm playing a video today because I want people to hear how you break down this case here, right? And I want... for what is going on in Mountain View, right? So I need to use your video now, Soulflow, to highlight this. Because Soulflow break it down to the T. Soulflow for the case right through. So me gonna listen Soulflow, right? Me gonna listen Soulflow or outline the case of this woman named Christie. This Christie here at the same operation Donna keep, but a owner planker a fund it. Not Donna, but under the planker, because at the end of the day, if we just let Donna fund it by herself with her own money from our YouTube channel, our business or whatever, yes, but under the planker fund it. But let me tell you, when you know I'm going to stop is anytime it reaches the doorstep where under a family member where I get murdered, I don't know I'm going to stop because I don't think I will ever stop. When I feel like, say, people are gang up our people are telling Donna. No, after watching that video, I realized that Donna is exactly like this woman, Christie.
Hello. Sweet baby Jesus. Sweet baby Jesus. Oh, God. Listen up. For all the people who've been asking Soulflow, so I'll go on with Muma, the lone female accused in the whole Klansman Wandan gang.
Let me tell you something. Every woman that is with a gang or in a gang, once you hear them call them Muma, when you hear them call the female them Muma in them community, member, they either part of a gang or they might go to the Dan man. Muma in a community in a ghetto, and so it go. So I want to make Soulflow telling about Muma Christie. Because the man I just listen to him, they talk about the same case, but him go look further. Make Soulflow explain it to him.
Situation. Well, her thing has come to a head. Let's talk about that. Shout out to the Jamaica Observer. You know we follow the thing right through and through. That's why we say hit the subscribe button, but hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you're notified when your videos go up. Soulflow TV, when new videos go up and the follow-up to the stories. Hear this first, right? Okay. They printed an article named Mimoma, the sole woman in the gang trial, offers cops new rifles if he releases reputed Klansman leader from custody. Bribe. She tried to bribe the officer according to testimony, my friend. Stephanie Christie.
Good morning, Lady Benz.
The only woman in the ongoing Klansman gang trial swore on her child's life to a police officer. She was trying to bribe that if he let go the alleged leader of the Klansman gang, Andre Blackman Bryan, whom she said was her partner, if he was released from custody, that the gang would give him two crisp, brand new Tarlop. Tarlop, for those of you.
Tarlop mean gun. Like M16. Yeah, long gun, rifle gun. And that Tarlop mean. Yeah, that's a tall up mean. This content here is soul flow content. What me I played, come on to the see. On the planka people, I'm telling the planka people, on the one seed, on the one hear about what is going on in Mountain View and why Dana is doing what she's doing out here with a charity where on our fund. We need to allow Dana to fund it from our own YouTube page, our own Facebook page, but out here and fund these things. We are killing off young people in Jamaica. We're gang members going out to extort people. Gang members going out to do contract killing, right?
Morning, Lady Benz. Morning, Lorna.
Yesterday, a few days ago.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody.
A 4-year-old need to register now for going to primary school.
Let me start it over. Guys, me have some things that I want to know if you listen to. Me have one live what Bongo do yesterday, Saturday. Bongo do it on Saturday. There's a part in it. There's a part in it where Dana, they show off about the Rochelle chocolate, the chocolate and the glade. That was me, she throwing word at. And me, she when they throw a word pan, but me go wait until me reach in the video. Me explain it to Uno. You understand? But in the meantime, Uno listen to this meantime because me, they plant up me peas and me sorrel. Me I plant me peas and me sorrel right now. So listen, because me say, thank you. Thank you so much. Let me put on my glasses. Thank you for those rolls. Thank you so much. Thank you. Ever. EVE, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for the heart me also. Thank you for the heart me also. Good morning, my darling. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Tracy Odea. Good morning, Tracy. Tracy Odea. Good morning. Listen to this. I wanna listen to it good. Hey, Ilian. Good morning, darling. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Me they plant up me sorrel and me peas them. But me run across one video was Spice do so me say make me come out come fling it out too. And then now me have a little piece so me have to play from Bongo yesterday Saturday where the people them then name me chocolate them come me buy one whole case of chocolate, one whole case of glade and when send down. All that me remember about the money. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Send level up streets. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you. So yes, me I go play now. I want to listen and listen good because I may say so much this I want sense if I there must still and think a cool breeze. I know cool breeze. I know cool breeze because a whole heap of things they go happen. Me soon come put up me GoFundMe for me legal fee them. Me soon come put up me GoFundMe. You don't worry yourself. Listen to Caribbean Spice. Let me start you over.
Good afternoon, social media. Good afternoon, world. Like I said, Caribbean Spice, we'll be doing things different when it comes to Dana charity. And when it comes to Dana, and like I said, and like Lauren agreed, she can't stop.
Good morning, everybody.
But I decided to take a look at Pastor Christie, Mama Christie, the female lone gang.
I saw me dress up when me they go beach a morning time, people. Me have a what's your name again? Audrey, me want me at Audrey, me at what you promise me when me see you in the people them big country and you have on the big hat where the whole of it round here so big and broad. Audrey, me want me at because so me have to use your Audrey. Me put on me at a morning time. Me show you how me dress to go to the beach. Me have one video to put out. A pure dolphin me see this morning. Pure dolphin went up on the beach this morning. So this is me at what me put on a morning time. Me just take off the hoodie. Me put on one hoodie and put it over this. And I saw me dress up a morning time. Me have on me pants. Me have on me long sleeve. Me have on me shoes. Me water shoes and socks. And me have on everything. I saw me dress up a morning time except for the glasses. I saw me dress a morning time and they on the beach. They look me shell them. That mean when the sun come up, me supposed to come off at the beach. Nothing I do me. You understand? This is all me dress. So I just come and me say make me fling on this. In the meantime, me they clean up me shell them. And me have me gongo I'm sorry, me I go plant before rain start fall because you know a rainy time they come in now. So let me take 2 nose drop in the meantime because you know allergy they ban me big time. One drop it, one spray in each nose. Yeah, so me spray up myself. Yes, me soon all right. Me no want catch me throat pan the life. So let me spray. Yes, so me come and me say, me hear somebody send me this. And me say, what is that? And only if you hear about some pastor Christie, I saw the whole of them come in a social media and pretend say them a pastor and them a wipe Jesus' foot. Yes, I saw them come and pretend like them are everything, humanitarian, all of that, and all dirty criminal them, but you no listen.
Member of the Klansman Dan gang over there in Spanish Town. She had been sentenced to 16 years, but they reduced it to 9 years. This lady here, Mama Christie, does everything and same thing just like Dana Marie go. Looking at Mama Christie, listen to Mama Christie case, because this is not fiction, you know, this is not a made-up story. This is what actually happened in the Jamaica justice system. This is actually what happened with the Klansman, and this is how Mama Christie operates. The way she operates is the same exact way Dana Marigo is operating in phone. And like I says, after watching that video about Mountain View and the gangs and all that goes on,
yes, baby,
I now know why Dana do the things she
Thank
do.
you.
And like other platforms keep saying, she's not going to stop until she goes to prison.
Hey,
but remember, she can't stop. She has to take the choice of going to prison or losing her life. And the best option is go to prison, because if she stops, her 3-point might take in Mountain View or wherever she is. If she continue, the FBI or whoever want to prison her might prison her. Just might. But when you think of this Mama Christie here, you can actually think of Dana Marie Go. Everything. This lady says she's a humanitarian. She helped the children. She sent people to school. She do this, she do that. And she was actually a masterminder behind the Klansman gang over there. The ruthless gang that was so brutal in Spanish Town. I think majority of them are in custody, are locked up. A few of them died, right? But you all can go watch your Mama Christie and tell me if Mama Christie is not the same way Dana operating. You guys tell me, because like Lauren said, I'm not sorry for Dana. Listen, I'm not on a sorry for thing. I'm just trying to let you guys see what is happening here in a lot of this community. Look at Dana now. Dana take up Joseph little boy. Put before you know, and tell you guys that he need to register for Mountain View Primary. No such thing. Not now. He's only 4. I get to understand after making the video earlier, because I didn't finish listening to the video, but that I was listening to over there, Iri TV.
Joseph Pitney already for primary school yet. He Pitney in a pre-K, either kindergarten or pre-K, but you don't call prep school. They no reach them, you no reach there so yet, and money then they look. Jesus, God, please come down and take the case here, Lord. Please expose them. Expose them, Father. Expose them. Expose them. Me say, prisoner, me so no. Prisoner, me so no. You think I joke? Prisoner, me so no. Joseph Pitney, he never ready yet to go in a grade 1. Not even grade 1. All criminal, the whole of them.
So now Alice, I heard that he's only 4. You don't register for primary school until you're the age of 6. 6 years, and it's that very same year, like about the January when the child is going to be 6th September, you register the child about January. Yeah, but the child go to basic school. Yeah, we call a preschool over here. You go to basic school from about 3 to 6 year old, right?
Like
about 4 to 6 year old. You go to basic school, and you cannot go to basic school until you're using the toilet on your own, meaning you're doing number 1 and number 2 on your own.
Yes,
but Dana took it upon herself to bring this baby in the phone now to ask for registration fee, money to put him into school, and he's not primary school age yet. He cannot be registered for Mountain View Primary School as yet. Because he's only 4, you have to register for a basic school. And you know what I don't understand? A lot of you people on this platform behave as if you guys don't know what goes off in Jamaica. As if you don't know the school system in Jamaica. As if you don't know all that Donna is doing. Right? When you look at this charity and everything that Donna is doing, it's the same exact thing like Christie. And I'm going to play Christie video, what happened in the court. Yeah? And I will pause it in between and speak. Because this is Mama Christie, a pastor, a humanitarian, a helper, a charity worker, you name it. And behind all of that, she was actually the leader of the gang for the Klansman.
Criminal.
You tell me.
Jamaica, a quiet parish known for church life, tight communities, and generations of families who know each other by name. It is not a place most people associate with organized crime or gang leadership. Yet from this unlikely setting emerged a woman whose name would later echo through Jamaica's most significant gang trial. Her name was Stephanie Mama Christie. For years, Stephanie Christie moved through her community wearing many titles: pastor, wife, mother, entrepreneur, community organizer. To those around her, she was known as a people person, someone easy to talk to, someone who listened. She was involved in church ministry, youth activities, and community events. She spoke often about helping the elderly and guiding young people into schools. From the outside, her life appeared rooted in service and faith. But behind that public image, investigators would later argue, existed a very different reality, one that placed her deep inside the inner workings of one of Jamaica's most violent criminal organizations, the Klansman Gang, specifically the One Don faction, based in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. This is the story of how Stephanie Muma Christie rose to prominence without ever having to fire a gun, how her social skills became her greatest weapon, and how her life ultimately ended behind prison walls. To understand...
Okay. You hear what Christie is? Christie, that the man is starting, because the court case he's reading from, right? It's out there. You can go read all of it, right? This picture here is from Soul Flow picture I took up because he had the thing at the top and whatever. So, Soul Flow was following this case like to the T. Down to the T, right? If I never watched that Mountain View video and realized what's going on in Mountain View, I wouldn't be here today. Because this Mama Christie is exactly how Donna Marigo operate. This Mama Christie here. Exactly how Donna Marigo operate. We don't know like it or not, planker people or people in a phone. This is exactly how she operates. And she can't get out of it. She'd have to stay in it and go to prison, or she stay in it or she step out of it and lose her 3 points. This Mama Christie is exactly how Donna Marigo operate out here from 2019. And she continues because she can't stop. She can't stop. So she continue. She can't stop. Right? So at the end of the day, I want you guys to tell me.
They say, I live in Batman, man.
And generations of families who know each other by name. It is not a place most people associate with organized crime or gang leadership.
Came from St. Thomas. Let me start.
St. Thomas, Jamaica, a quiet parish known for church life, tight communities, and generations of families who know each other by name. It is not a place most people associate with organized crime or gang.
Hello?
Hello, Maxine. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Can I help you?
Yes, let me introduce myself. My name is Saul. I'm calling with Mediator Debt Solutions. We're calling you because Maria Reyes from the
organizer. To those around her, she was known as a people person, someone easy to talk to, someone who listened. She was involved in church ministry, youth, the elderly, and guiding young people into schools. From the outside, her life appeared rooted in service and faith. But behind that public image, investigators would later argue, existed a very different reality, one that placed her deep inside the inner workings of one of Jamaica's most violent criminal organizations, the Klansmen Gang, specifically the One Don faction, based in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. This is the story of how Stephanie Christie rose to prominence without ever having to fire a gun, how her social skills became her greatest weapon, and how her life ultimately ended behind prison walls. To understand her significance, it is important to understand the environment she was connected to. Spanish Town, St. Catherine, has long been a focal point of gang rivalry, extortion, and organized violence. For years, the Klansmen Gang operated as a powerful criminal network, controlling territory through fear, intimidation, and murder. The gang's operations included extortion of business operators, enforcement killings, and the manipulation of state systems to protect their interests. At the center of the One Down faction was Andre Blackman Bryan, a man prosecuted as the leader of the criminal organization. His arrest and prosecution would expose the structure of the gang and reveal the roles played not only by gunmen, but by facilitators operating quietly in the background. According to evidence presented in court, Stephanie Christie was one of those facilitators. By the mid-2000s, Christie had developed a close relationship with Andre Bryan. She would later claim this relationship grew from childhood connections and from her role as a source of encouragement and advice. She told the court that Bryan would come to her for guidance about his businesses and personal struggles. She maintained that she was never involved in criminal activity and that her interactions were rooted in community and church life. The prosecution told a very different story. State witnesses, including former gang members who turned informants, testified that Christie was not a casual associate. They described her as an insider, a trusted figure who played a critical role in keeping the gang.
Well, you see this Christie here, as the tape goes on we see it. Soul Flow go further even down into this, and several people highlighted. It's a case where Christie covers for everything. And she wasn't just the partner of the leader of the gang, right? Listen, everything that this woman Christie is the same exact thing Donna Marigo a display out here. See this man, may I listen to the thing? She said, Joseph going to work. And several times she said, Joseph going to work. Joseph not going to anywhere. Joseph don't have a job. Now what she does, she take up Joseph's baby boy to tell you the plankers that yes, she need to register him, a 4-year-old, into a primary school. You can't register a 4-year-old into Mountains View Primary. It is not true. It's 6 years of age you go to primary school and you don't register by your 4. The only time you register like 4 and 3 and them something is when you go into prep school, because some of the prep school will take you at about 5 or so, right? And that's private school, not Mountain Primary School, yeah? Where Donna is saying the little boy need to register and register now. All this level of, let me tell you something, on the planka people, when you now go stop. But let me tell you what's going to happen. If we continue with this level of silliness and this level of money laundering and this level of giving Donna what you're giving her, and let she continue with this level of deception.
Anytime then call me, and me will put them on the live. Make sure say me have my record on the live because I don't think I joke me I make. This happen like every day. My phone off for the past 2 days, and I go put it back on this morning. And as me could put on here them that again, I mean not change my number. Nobody now make me change my number, and nobody now make me hide from the phone. The way all them crafty, then start to find My data area code, which is 850. For my area code, which is 656, then start do that. Then start with the 318 area code. So me don't know who they call me. Me couldn't block them from now till a morning coming like they have 100 number upon the same thing. You couldn't harass me. You couldn't violate me. No care what you do. Me now come out of the courthouse and me have more case to file. Me have more case to file, so no stay there. No stop call me. No stop call me. Interrupt me live. Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. This live stream is for educational purposes to make people aware of what is going on in their surrounding and to let you guys see how much them are such a bully. How them a bully because you can't come on your live stream and play your live stream and have a little peace. Me nah incite no violence or nothing. Then couldn't harass me from now till a morning. Dana Marie go now come from out of the courthouse because she bound to go to prison. Remember me telling you something. Remember me telling you this today because me have one life to play what bongo play Saturday. And one part in it concern me and a female part there so. And thank God he play this so cause one another $2,000 had on for me bill. Right there so one another $2,000 had on for me bill for the Glade them. And the Ferrasha La Rochelle chocolate. Yeah, the Rochelle or whatever the chocolate we name. I went one whole case me went buy all of them. Yes, me say all the thing there so uno kuna call me. Every time they call me, me open the line pan the phone. Every time they call me, I open the line pan the phone. Remember me tell you that. Uno go and tap call me.
Lies and stealing in a phone. You know what's going to happen to her? She's going to end up like Christie. She's going to end up like Christie, maybe not with the Jamaica government, but with the FBI, because what? She's still bleeding the pockets of the elderly overseas. But then you must remember, the elderly still get the money. But because it's money laundering,
you see, since me come on funny life, how much time I ignore the phone? You see how much time I press ignore? You see how much time, but they insist. They insist, so no, keep calling, not
because our business, our charity is not a registered charity, and that's where the problem comes in for her.
How do we get the money from?
Actually, a registered charity would have been different. But continue to listen about Christie. She's the exact thing like Dana Marie go. Exact, no different. No different.
And functioning, especially during periods when its leader was under police pressure or incarcerated. One of the most serious allegations was that Christie acted as a gang's main liaison to the police. According to testimony, she communicated with officers, including corrupt or compromised members of the force, to gather inside information. She allegedly sought details about upcoming raids, investigations, and which gang members were in custody or under surveillance. This information, prosecutors argued, allowed the gang to evade law enforcement and protect its operations. The court also heard evidence that Christie was responsible for securing legal support for arrested gang members. When members were detained or charged, she allegedly arranged lawyers and bail bonds, often using money generated from extortion. In recorded telephone conversations played in court, Christie was heard discussing legal strategies, expressing concern about arrests, and coordinating responses to police actions. These recordings would become some of the most damaging evidence against her. According to Chief Justice Brian Sykes, who presided over the trial, the recorded conversations show that Christie was deeply involved in the gang's affairs. She was not a bystander. She was engaged, informed, and proactive. The judge would later describe her as a willing participant who used her skills to further the criminal purpose of the organization. One retired police inspector provided testimony that highlighted the blurred lines between law enforcement and criminal networks during this period. He told the court that in September 2017, Christie visited him at the Spanish Town police station while Andre Bryan was being questioned. According to the inspector, Christie attempted to bribe him to facilitate Bryan's release, first offering money and later discussing firearms. Under cross-examination, this testimony became heavily contested. Defense defense attorneys challenged the inspector's credibility, pointing out inconsistencies in dates and questioning whether Brian had even been lawfully detained at the time. The inspector admitted that Brian was not formally in custody and that there was no intention to hold him. He explained that he had used what he called unconventional methods in an attempt to gather intelligence, including exchanging contact information with Christie. The court was careful in how it treated this evidence, weighing it alongside other testimony and recorded conversations. While aspects of the inspector's account were disputed, the broader picture painted by multiple witnesses suggested that Christie had access to police information and used it to benefit the gang. By this time, the Klansman gang was under increasing pressure from law enforcement. Extortion-related voice notes were circulating in Spanish Town.
I'm good, sweetheart.
Murders were rising.
UK, I'm good.
In all categories of bidded, you can sell the things that take up space.
Stay there. No, say. Everything we uno have fun.
Double tap on the screen. Double tap.
Uno have fun lifestyle with dangerous to people. And I don't think uno really actually care. I don't honestly think uno care.
Don't care.
I think uno don't care at this point.
Christie's role became even more important. She was described as a fixer, a communicator, someone who could deliver sensitive messages face to face rather than over the phone. Someone trusted to carry instructions, maintain loyalty, and resolve problems quietly, while gunmen enforced control through violence. Christie, according to the state, enforced stability through relationships. In recorded calls, she expressed strong loyalty to Andre Bryan. She discussed reorganizing the gang after his arrest and voiced concern about what she perceived as weakening control. At times, she criticized members she believed were disloyal or careless. At other times, she spoke about maintaining discipline and continuity. Chief Justice Sykes would later note that her role was distinct from that of the men who carried out murders, but he made it clear that this distinction did not make her less culpable. In his assessment, her contribution was strategic and essential. Christie's public identity made the allegations even more striking. She was an ordained minister, a church leader, a woman who sang on the choir and helped in the kitchen while on remand. In court, she repeatedly emphasized her involvement in ministry and community development. She described organizing sports days, youth activities, and large community events that attracted sponsorship from major companies. In a fervently delivered unsworn statement, she portrayed herself as a businesswoman and entrepreneur, known for caring for others. She insisted that she did not have the time or inclination to participate in a criminal organization. Her attorneys argued that she was a positive force in society and urged the court to consider her contributions. They also pointed to her personal circumstances. Christie was a mother, including to a teenage daughter who depended on her. Her lawyer argued that she had been rehabilitated during more than 4 years on remand, and that she continued to serve others even while incarcerated. But the court remained focused on the evidence. On March 8, 2023, after a lengthy and complex trial at the Home Circuit Court in Kingston, Stephanie Christie was found guilty of being a member of a criminal organization under the Criminal Justice Suppression of Criminal Organizations Act. She became the only woman convicted in the high-profile Klansman/One Don gang trial. In delivering the verdict, Chief Justice Sykes stated that the evidence showed Christie was an insider. He said the recorded conversations and witness testimony established her role beyond any reasonable doubt. The court accepted that she was a critical part of the gang's operations, even though she did not personally commit acts of violence. Her conviction placed her alongside some of Jamaica's most notorious gang figures, including Andre Blackman Bryan, who was convicted as the leader of the Spanish Town-based gang. The trial itself marked a turning point in Jamaica's fight against organized crime, demonstrating the state's willingness to dismantle entire criminal networks rather than focusing only on individual gunmen. Sentencing came months later. In October 2023, Christie returned to court to learn her fate.
right? Wanna tell me now? Wanna tell me? Yeah, may I get some more about Christie and show me. Christie was an entrepreneur. Christie was a humanitarian. Christie was everything. Everything. Christie does hide behind everything. For what? For this gang. She hide behind everything for the Clanks gang. Yes? She behind, you want to go watch Soulflow one, where Soulflow break it down, right? Soulflow break it down because Soulflow don't like nobody playing platform. I don't know if Soulflow is a Facebook person up on YouTube. But I'm more than 3 years Soulflow to do this. Yeah? Soulflow break it right down to the T. Right? Right down to the T. So when on a day here, right? When on on platform, I want to out here talk about Donna, listen, Donna is everything like Christie. Donna is everything like Christie, right? Everything like what Christie do. Fear something, that's what Donna is. Every single thing like Christie. Them hide behind business, hide behind this. You don't want to tell me now, you want to watch that Mountain View video, right? And don't realize what's going on when it comes to Donna? Eh? Tell me now.
In sheep clothing, and a perfect example of that. Here is one. Listen, welcome back to Soulflow TV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. Lord God, take the case, Jesus, and give me the...
Soulflow, if you hear this video, I'm playing a video today because I want people to hear how you break down this case here, right? And I want people to understand when people are talk about women that are behind, they put the woman them up front and the gangsters and the killers and the murderers and everything stay behind. And Donna Marigo of this Mountain View ring we are going right here. So her charity is the face of the cover-up for what is going on in Mountain View, right? So I need to use your video now, Soulflow, to highlight this. Because Soulflow break it down to the T. Soulflow for the case right through. So me gonna listen Soulflow, right? I'm going to listen Soulflow or outline the case of this woman named Christie. This Christie here had the same operation Donna keep, but a Uno Planka a fund it. Not Donna, but Uno the Planka. Because at the end of the day, if we just let Donna fund it by herself with her own money from our YouTube channel or our business or whatever, yes, but Uno the Planka fund it. But let me tell you, when you know I'm going to stop is anytime it reaches the doorstep where on a family member where I get murdered, I don't know I'm gonna stop because I don't think I will ever stop. When I feel like say people are gang up or people are telling Donna. No, after watching that video, I realized that Donna is exactly like this woman Christie.
Sweet baby Jesus. Sweet baby Jesus. How I go on? Listen up. For all the people who've been asking Soulflow, so I go on with Mama Christie, the lone female accused in the whole Klansman Wandan gang.
Let me tell you something. Every woman that is with a gang or in a gang, once you hear them call them mama, when you hear them call the female them mama in a them community, remember, they either part of a gang or they might go to the Dan man. Mama in a community in a ghetto, as so it go. So I want to make Soulflow tell you about Mama Christie. Because so the man I just listen to him, they talk about the same case, but him go look further. Make Soulflow explain it to him.
Situation. Well, her thing has come to a head. Let's talk about that. Shout out to the Jamaica Observer. You know we follow the thing right through and through. That's why we say hit the subscribe button, but hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you're notified when your videos go up on Soulflow TV, when new videos go up and the follow-up to the stories. Hear this first, right? Okay. They printed an article named Me Mama, the sole woman in the gang trial, offers cops new rifles if he releases reputed Klansman leader from custody. Bribe. She tried to bribe the officer according to testimony, my friend. Stephanie Christie, alias Mama, the only woman in the ongoing Klansman gang trial, swore on her child's life to a police officer. She was trying to bribe that if he let go the alleged leader of the Klansman gang, Andre Blackman Bryan, whom she said was her partner, if he was released from custody, that the gang would give him 2 tall-up, 2 crisp, brand new tall-up. Tall-up, for those of you.
Tall-up mean gun. Like M16. Yeah, long gun, rifle gun, and that tall-up mean. Yeah, that's a tall-up mean. This content here is soul flow content. What may I play? Come on to the see. On the planka people, I'm telling the planka people, we don't want to see it. We don't want to hear about what is going on in Mountain View and why Dana is doing what she's doing out here with a charity where owner fund. We don't need to allow Dana to fund it from our own YouTube page, our own Facebook page. But you know, out here and fund these things, we are killing off young people in Jamaica. We're gang members going out to extort people, gang members going out to do contract killing, right? Uno that Uno can take up on itself. Yesterday, a few days ago, for make Dana on a platform telling us that a 4-year-old need to register now for going to primary school. 4-year does not go to primary school. You go to primary school at the age of 6. Everything on the fund out here, on the out here a fund where I pay money from America to buy breakfast and dinner and lunch for people in Jamaica. Yeah, while them lie down in them bed and sleep, and while them don't work for $600 and $800. Uno the planka people. And uno the problem out here. Uno is a problem also. Uno is part of Jamaica's crime problem. You the planka people are part of Jamaica crime problem. And uno need to stop it. Here on a leader here because this Mama Christie is the exact thing like Dana Marigo.
Don't know.
Me know somebody right now that Jamaica now walk one man. Now walk. And one of my brother-in-law, they give him work for do. And they'll pay him mostly $2,000 a day. He man not trade man, you know. He man not trade man. In the care him go up on the walk. In they'll get lunch. In they'll pay him $2,000 for the day. The boy no want it. And the boy not working. The boy not work. So me want to know how much they get a day's work at Jamaica because to what me get to understand say Jamaica they get minimum wage must be about 14,000 a week or something like that. And if you they walk over $2,000 a day, nothing you not do, you not do the whole day neither. And you don't want it, you can't stay there. You can't stay there.
That means 2 brand new rifles, guns. A retired police with more than 30 years on the force, in the constabulary force, identified the accused for court in the ongoing trial of the men who had been accused with a grand flourish, stating that that's the great mama. That's how he addressed her in court, right? Do you know this lady sitting next to the in the witness box right here? The man get up and said, "That's the great mama." According to the former policeman, Christie, purportedly a pastor, made the vow that after he had turned down her initial offer of $100,000 to let go Andre Blackman Bryan, she said, "All right, to turn down the 100 grand, me give you 2 Chris new tall-up or 2 tall-up, 2 Chris new rifle." He said that he had been conducting an interview with Bryan, who had been taken in for questioning in relation to extortion allegations in September of 2017 at the Spanish town CIB, when he was told that someone was outside to see him. Now, upon going outside, he said that he almost collided with Christie, who he was meeting for the very first time. He said that the diminutive woman engaged him in conversation for almost 2 hours, trying to convince him to let go.
One card, 2 ways to pay. Choose debit or pay later. Sign up now.
Let me make him ads run, because a film program me I watch. So while him ads, me turn down him ads, Yeah, because them get them pay from them ads, so make him ads run, right? Why me I tell? Some want to tell me, want to go watch Mama Christie and tell me for the same way Dana out here operate. Dana is the face of this gang thing, whatever. Dana Charity is the face of the gang and the damn thing we are going in a Mountain View. That is Dana, right? That is Dana Marigo. But who is funding it? The plankers. The plankers are funding all these things, right? The plankers don't care because here these men of Mountain View says, them they rob the people them in a Mountain View, them go like in the outside community. Yeah? Them going to the outside community, the Barbican, the Wild Farm, the town, wherever. Once it's not inside Mountain View, they go outside Mountain View, go do what? Contract killing, extortion, robbery, all kind of crime. And all of this are funded by Dana. And it can't fund by Dana only, it's funded by Dana and the plankers. That's exactly what's happening. That's exactly what's happening.
She approached me and she asked me if I was Mr. So-and-so. And I told her, yes, I am Mr. So-and-so. I asked her, who wants to know? And she says, I am the baby mother of Liberty Coke from Tivoli. The former policeman said, this is how Mama Christie introduced herself to him and says, I am the baby mama of Liberty Coke from Tivoli. I don't want to do with that piece of information right there. He said that...
You know what that is though? When she said that she is the baby mother of Liberty Coke. Remember, Liberty Coke is this, I think is the nephew or probably the son of Jim Brown, right? I think probably that's probably the same man. I think probably a Liberty Coke him probably died the other day where Dana says what's her name? Our hairdresser or our nail tech baby father. That was at that funeral. I think his Liberty Coke died the other day. I don't remember if him died last year.
At the funeral,
right? But this woman here, Mama Christie, is a baby mother. She have a child also for him. Dana Marigo was at that funeral. Remember, everything to do with Dan and gangs and gun, Dana Marigo always involved. Right? Because look, Dana never telling us that she was going to Liberty Coke or the guy or...
Tracy, look here. Look here, Tracy.
Mama.
Tracy, look here. No, don't got nobody yard. Skate your skate right there. So, Tracy, look here. Look here, Tracy. Turn around and come back. Turn around and come back. Tracy, you see what they going out the street? Tracy, you see what they going? Tracy, when you can ride, so. In Tracy? Tracy, when you go can ride, so.
It's called a hoverboard.
It's called a hoverboard.
Jim Brown, nephew or whatever, son, nephew, whatever that died. She never tell one of the plankers. Had we not seen her, because in newspaper, I think the Jamaica Gleaner and the people, make sure, bring her up and highlight her. Let people see that Dana is at this funeral and she's a part of this.
The whole of them number and something they write down, Tracy. Every single jack one of them. None of them now missing.
Funeral. Here, Mama Christie, this woman here, who is the gang leader, one of the gang leader who get people murdered, extort, all sort. This woman here, right? And a same way Dana behave is just that uno the planker can sit through say Dana is just operating a charity that is not just a scamming charity, but a criminal charity that is causing a lot of pain and havoc and murder in Jamaica. In our community where no one can speak except for Dana and the gangs in Mountain View.
when he asked her, reason for wanting to see him, what you want to see me for? Whom other witnesses have testified was the liaison officer between incarcerated members of the criminal outfit, was also the link between the gang and rogue cops. This is the role that she has been identified to play. She was the liaison officer between incarcerated members of the criminal outfit, and she was also the link between the gang and rogue police officers who them having at them pocket. She would go tell who said what and convey messages and go visit whoever and come out and tell who said the dance if you do this and the dance says to do that and set up things and these kind of things. She said, you have Maji, meaning the general, referring to Brian, is my man enough? You have Maji, is my man enough? He said she went further to tell him that she had heard that he was the one who had locked Brian up and was picking up other gang members from off the streets as well. I said to her, I said, look at you. You have two of the biggest bad man them in a Jamaica. How you manage that? And she laughed. And she says, Mr. So-and-so, the thing up like that, you know. The thing goes up like that. The former, me have to laugh. The former lawman testified in court. Listen, you know, the man asked Mama, you know, according to him testimony, you know. Remember, I know so flow now. Make up this. I'm reading this to you. Okay, this is the him ask her. Look at you. You have two of the biggest bad man them in Jamaica. How you manage that? And she laughed and she said, Mr. So and so, the thing does up like that, you know. The thing does up like that. The former lawman said, Brian, who had been sitting up.
So if you want to make a remote income from home, and you're a beginner, meaning right now.
Yeah, make him video, make him ads them, please.
I don't know, call him.
Right? So I want to know if you tell me because me and Lorena said to me, say, me never feel sorry for Dana. Me never cry for whatever. But listen, she's the face of a scamming charity that she can't stop. And just like how this woman, Mama Christie, couldn't stop. She couldn't stop. Not until the police take her down. And now she's doing 9 years behind bars. She probably have about 5 years to come out now. Right? So at the end of the day, a lot of these women that is the face of the gangs and the dance and whatever in community, them can't stop. So when I said to her, say, I feel it for Dana Marigo, right? I still feel it there. But then, who are going to make her stop? Nobody other than the planka people them. Because remember, she can't open up her mouth and say to them, planka people, I'm not going to do the charity anymore. She can't. She can't open her mouth and say, planka people, me can't call it this. No. They're going to always tell her to get somebody and put before the phone. They're going to always tell her, say, you have to get a case and put here because we need this, we need that.
They need the money.
But only you, the planker now, can decide that they're not going to send X and Y. But what want to do? Want to keep sending the money while they keep funding criminal activity and murders. Because you can't help yourself. You like to belong somewhere. And that's a full problem in the planker. You want to belong somewhere. Yeah? And all you have to do, you know, once you kill this and die it out. At the end of the day, there's nothing them can do to Dana. She has to find another way. Either she get the money from her own YouTube channel because her YouTube channel is there. Her YouTube channel is there, she get her views. But no, we don't just want Dana to be a gangster and a Dana man in a phone. You also feel like say when you come out and give her money, you do something to haters, you call haters, and me, we're out here attack, whatever. No, not. Not. Because what is happening here, what is playing out in my eyes, I don't know if you but from I watched that Mountain View video, I realized exactly what is going on when it comes to Dana Marigo charity. Because the charity doesn't belong to her. She's only the face of the charity, and she have to come out here, come exploit the poor people of Canada, of United Kingdom, and of America in order to fund all of this gang and dancing we are going in a Mountain View. Because when Soul Flow don't break down this, when we hear, because I don't lie, Soul Flow telling you, Soul Flow is starting from exactly the case we're going inside the Jamaica Circuit Court. And the case Soul Flow read. And the case he's reading, and 3 years ago them sentence. And remember, she got church as Christian, she's a humanitarian, she have business, she have everything for hide behind the life of crime where she get herself involved into. Everything like this woman is Donna Marigo. Every single thing. And it's no joke. No joke. No joke.
Upright, suddenly twisted sideways, bending his head way down. According to the retired policeman, Christie replied to get the G out and ask what she could do to assist. This is what I'm here to do. I'm here to get the G out. And what could I do to assist? He said when he informed her that he could not assist her, she stated to him and said, Mr. So-and-so, things can happen, you know. Yeah, man, things can happen. I said, things can happen like what? And she repeated, I said, you have your bad man friend them on each side, left and right. I, as a police, find myself in the middle. If things fig one, now shoot out that man, 2 gunmen and 1 police, me must dead. This is what he said to her. And she laughed at that. And she said, nothing like that, man, nothing like that. So me said, what you mean then? The cops replied, what do you mean then? He said, Mama Christie said, I can give 100,000 for release black man. The cop said, he bristled at the suggestion, said he walked away from the accused, who then held on to him and said, cool man, as he was walking away. Come here, man, come back, we'll talk about this stuff. I said to her, and this me, no girl, this me. You have 2 of the baddest man them in Jamaica, and you are looking for me as a police, and I come offer me $100,000. You're mad? Is what the former cop stated.
One more.
She said, just cool, man. Just calm down. By then, I started reflecting on my training, and I said, okay, I need 2 rifles. The retired lawman said. He said that Mama if she had control over such types of guns. She responded, when the G come out, that are the least. We can get that. That are not nothing.
The audience is a unique.
You hear that? That are not nothing. You don't notice how Dana behave out here?
Yeah.
You don't look good. You don't notice how she behave out here? You don't just look good and notice how she behave out here. You know, she come out in a phone, how she act and how she behave. Only just notice. But like I says, this woman, when I listen this right down to Soul Flow, when Soul Flow done, can I make him add them play? A film something I play, a film content, and him add them accumulate his in money. So make him add them go and play. Cause let me tell you something. Uno the planka, me tell you say blood the pound on the shoulder, I don't think I joke me and make. I don't intend to stop this criminal scamming charity we're out here, right? Which is an organizing crime charity. When don't, because I don't want this stuff. When I tell Donna Marigo to register the charity and want to send her money in the right and proper way, and she can also use that charity, right, to open a business as a little factory, a little something in a Mountain View she want to help our people them, right? And make and find employment for them little youngster there. In that video where we watched the other day about Mountain View, you never see one 79-year-old man in there where all along him in that community from him is a child and he's like a role model to those men. And both sides of the fence, none of them not hurt him. None of them. And him can call for peace and everything down there. And what he does, he sit down to the youths them and talk to them that life can be better this way, that way. And them listen to him. How comes Dana Marigo where get so much money in a phone? In a phone can't put up a business, right? To make young people start earn and live in a decent way without have to go extort people. Because those guys says they extort people. They do their job is to do contract killing. Their job is to extort. Their job is to rob, and no one can come in a Mountain View come do nothing. And then the rob in a Mountain View, they rob outside of Mountain View. Right? And you hear the man say, Dana Marigo, the cake lady, and she give them food. And she give them food and then they want no more food. They want what? Butter. Butter, which is money. They want money. They don't want no more food. You notice every time Dana there Jamaica, I pay a scamming charity. And she reach America, she says she's not doing any more charity. Why is that? Why is that? Because she know that it's illegal. You never hear when she said, because me and Lorena says, if me did listen, when Mr. Kroll says not a combio, yes, Lorraine, me listen all of them video there. Me watch all of them, Lorraine. Me watch all of them. Me listen to them several times. Right? From me come out and me hear them several times, me listen to them. And me listen to them and some me know say, yes, all of these things are just scamming. Me come out, me see everything from about 2021, 2022. But I didn't know it was two different sides of the fence. And the more I hear the memories, the more I realize that, listen man, how the fuck under the planka don't see that this charity where Dana operate is a gangstering charity. It's a charity for fund drugs and gun and all kind of things. Una don't see it? Una actually don't see it?
But Lorraine, Michelle, Ashanti, and everybody was talking about this for years. They've been saying it is an organized thing. It's not hers. They've been saying it. So I don't know. Oh, no for uno know where I see it. Me don't know. They've been saying it.
After the Prime Minister of Jamaica, I try to get rid of crime and violence. Who in the planka I stay in America, Canada, and England, still a fund Dana charity, which is a scamming charity, a gangster charity, and a charity where it costs the life of people. Because without guns and without bullets, those guys, no matter what, them have to find a job, because them can't have, them not have the bullet and the gun for kill nobody, and for rob nobody, and for extort nobody. How on the planka sit in a phone and don't tell Dana Marigo, register this charity and do it the right and proper way? How don't? No, because a lot of them come from the dirty ghetto them, I want to like them and something here. A lot of them. But let me tell you something, me not stop saying, blood is on the shoulder. You think this woman here, Christie, the one the way she do? As much as them say she's a willing participant, yes. She has to be willing because she has no choice out. If she don't be willing, the gangster them, the gang them, the clansman would take her out. She had to be willing to do everything what she do. But did she want to do it? No. Because most of these gangs and whatever, all they have to do is use a female. And we, the woman, are the lamb to the slaughter. For hide. Hide behind these people. We come up front and them stay behind. I could understand if okay then, why don't make Dana use her own money from her own YouTube and stuff? If she want fund gun and drugs and all sorts in a Mountain View. So she come now with Joseph baby to come telling us say a 4-year-old baby need to register in a school like last week Friday. In a primary school, not primary school. You don't go to primary school at the age of 4, you go to primary school at the age of 6. And you register like the January before school is September. At that time you register. Or the April before school is September. At that time you register. Not at 4-year-old. And you still can't go to basic school at 4-year-old if you still don't come out of pamper. You can't. If you can't use a toilet on your own as a baby or a young child, you cannot go to basic school either because they're not there to change your pamper. And only the planter, I behave like you don't know. Especially the Naculet and the whole on where the Dana Marigo money under the quiet.
Yeah.
Blood is on the shoulder. Blood is on the shoulder when he's a set of murderer. Blood is on the shoulder when they need to stop this fuckery in a phone. Because the Prime Minister is trying to get rid of crime and violence. I don't know, so the Prime Minister come in with, that's why I'm telling them, say, if we're not put on the gun and the thing, we're not going to meet on the maker. We're not going to meet on the maker. And that is why, you know, see, them kill them out by the dozen. When them go for them not ask them a question. If a 10 of them take the whole 10. If a 4 of them take the whole 4. Because the Prime Minister is trying to clean up the country. While you, the plankers, sat overseas a fund Dana Marigo scamming charity, which is a gangster charity. A charity that fund drugs and guns and all of them stuff. We need to stop it. We need to stop it out of phone. Only the planker need to stop it.
He issued his charge to Christie that she pledged her child's life. Before I left her, I said to her, my girl, a serious thing.
Good morning, Martin. Good morning. Megan, good morning.
I don't want no old gun. Only I want. I need Chris's. He said it. And he said
yes,
that it was
pretty.
then that
Yes, pretty.
hand raised up.
Why me not
and
when they see me comment them?
In front of him. When him tell her, said, I don't want no old gun enough. Serious thing this week.
Yes, they are. What are they?
Brand new Chris's.
I see you said yes, they are taking them at 4 years old. You mean said Joseph Little Pitney can go to primary school? Primary school? Okay. They can go to primary school at the age of 4? I never know that. I never know that.
Said, I swear upon my Pitney life. Any old G come out, that's no problem. I swear.
No, they can't. See?
Anything to let him out. Anything to get Brian out.
Somebody in the chat say yes, they take them at 4 years old. How can a 4-year-old child go to a primary school? How can a 4 infant school fun? Not in primary school. 4-year-old they go to primary school? No, sir.
Tough lock up. This is the woman who's supposed to be a pastor, by the way, right? The police officer then testified. He said that the woman had also sought to bargain with him over the release of the other individuals who had been picked up. He told the courts that he had some 5 numbers of Christie who called and WhatsApp messaged him numerous times. He, in the meantime, went on to identify Andre Blackman Bryan from among the other accused at the courtroom. He pointed out, that's Blackman right there standing up now, but it look brown now. He is Andre
Basic
Blackman.
School, yes.
Said, pointing with a
Hi,
broad
Claudette,
smile.
darling, how are you?
And equally beaming Brian stood,
I miss
grinning
you, Claudette.
widely.
Claudette, how you
with his
do?
mask removed from his face, fiddling with his pants waist.
Mr. Yogi,
before
social media break,
resuming
Claudette.
his seat.
I miss
So the
you,
police
though.
are laugh, and Brian Blackman are laugh too, as he's being pointed out by the same police, while the police is giving this testimony in court. Yesterday, the former police inspector said upon returning to Brian after his encounter with Christie now, as remember, he had Brian inside questioning him already, right, at the CIB. Christie came, he left Brian and went out to see who it was that wanted to meet him, and had that kind of a meeting where he was promised the 2 tall of them, the 2 new Christians, big rifle, if him release Blackman. So after the conversation was done, the former inspector said,
thank you for joining my team. Thank you so much.
Christie, he told him, your woman come and I try strike a deal with me. The arrangement is to get 2 tall up. The former lawman said that Brian laughed, and he said, cool, man, don't worry yourself about that. He said upon asking Brian for a contact number, he supplied him with one that he had recognized of one of those numbers that was given to him.
Millions of children grow up without parents.
I'm blessed to be stressed. Why you not send the lion? Oh no, don't bother the people them.
So for let me tell you something, man. You say if you don't want peace and want a better Jamaica, help people in a better way.
I accept anything. I accept anything. If you want to join my team, you want to send me a rose, you want to send me a thumbs up, I don't care. Don't stress out the people them and tell them both to send lion. Send lion. Too early in the morning for lion right now. That's okay. Me just happy that you can thumbs up the live. Send a little rose, anything at all you don't want to send. Thank you so much. You know, easy.
Help people in a better way. Give them the money in a better way. It don't have to be drugs and gun and crime. You know what of them pastor here, right? Enough pastor where I preach. You were the same pastor that where his name was a Dan man.
Which pastor?
Ask Brian for a number to contact him. Brian gave him a number. One of the numbers, the number that Brian gave him, matches one of the 5 numbers that he got from Christie. He said that he then jokingly remarked to Brian and said, "Big man, you're good enough. Oh, you manage that thing there outside," referring to Christie. The only reason you have to come out here this evening, see, is because of your woman. But go on, man. Go on. He told the courts that he had not arrested Christie for trying to bribe him because it was his plan to use her to get information on the gang. He also testified that Christie, from time to time, pumped him for insider information, but said that he always misled her. Never told her the truth. Just gave her some runaround, right? And this is the pastor. And this is what was testified in court by a 30-year veteran of the force who is now retired. Now, let's forward to a little bit more about her. Pay attention enough, because she just got her piece from Judge Sykes yesterday. But I want you to understand who we're dealing with. Another article was printed that says Sittipus acquitted in the Klansman case, right? And that I wonder about Sittipus acquitted in the Klansman case. Jason Brown, otherwise called Sittipus or Lucifer, has been acquitted in the long-running trial of the Klansman gang. Chief Justice Brian Sykes handed down the not guilty verdict on Wednesday. Brown, who is already serving a life sentence in another matter, had been accused of being a top-tier member of the Klansman gang, whom from his cell engineered and helped to plan criminal activities.
Mighty God.
The court's count against Brown, Sittipus, however, collapsed as he was not identified properly by any of the witnesses. The Crown's 2 main witnesses had said that they had never seen Brown, but had always only spoken to him on the phone, so they couldn't properly identify him. One police witness, however, said that he had heard Brown's voice in threatening phone calls that were made to business operators in the Spanish Town area when he sought to extort them, pay the money by Wednesday or butter go fly, them kind of thing there. And that he also saw Sittipus when he visited him at the Horizon Adult Correctional Facility to charge him for those threatening phone calls. He, however, failed to properly identify his voice when he appeared in court. So when the same police appeared in court, they actually tricked him. They played somebody else's voice, and he says, "Yes, that's it right there, that's him." And then they said, "Your Honor, that was not him. That was James Bond voice that we played." So may we rest the case right now by saying that this police officer has failed to identify his voice.
Why? You're not easy.
His voice. And that is what happened in court. So even that officer was not able to identify his voice. Therefore, he was not charged, or he was dropped from these charges. The trial judge said that on that basis, Brown was freed as there was no other evidence against him. The proceedings resumed Wednesday morning with 23 defendants still in the docks. 5 of them have since been freed, leaving 18 in the docks. The trial began in 2021 with 33 defendants originally. The sole defendant out on bail, Andre Smith, was killed. All right. So, Citypus beat fiend charges, but Citypus is not going anywhere because Citypus was already in there serving a life sentence. You see it? All right. Now, that same Citypus, see, he did not trust Pastor or Mama Christie for nothing. That was also printed before. May I put it up to speed and pay attention enough, because I'm going to bring you up to what happened
and
March 8th of 2023 concerning
your dirty front.
the courts hear of deep suspicion among the gangsters. Citypus, the alleged top-ranking member of the St. Catherine-based Klansman gang, who adopted the moniker Lucifer, had begun to distrust the sole female in the ranks of the criminal organization, that is Stephanie Christie, alias Mama, who also purports to be a woman of the cloth, a pastor.
If you live in England and you're between...
Hear that? A woman of the class. And the same thing gonna have out here with Dana. A woman of the class. So if I'm gonna break it down for you right now. I'm gonna break it down for you right now. Everything we should...
Me I wonder if Dana see the pastor your story. I want living at the pastor shows. You know, you understand what I say? Me I wonder if he see the story and he want the whole public to be portrayed as a Dan girl, a pastor, because I appear that she do, you know. Appear that she do.
Out in the social media, everything was shouting at the street, everything that she says she is, I'm gonna break it down for you right now. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Witness number one, a former member of the criminal organization who has been giving evidence for the Crown, told the court on Friday that Christie, Mama Christie, who is supposedly the pastor of a church in St. Thomas, was pegged by the mysterious co-conspirator, so far only identified as Citypus, in the trial as an informer. So Citypus looked at Mama as an informer, and remember, the policeman testified and said that she and him used to exchange information, but he would always mislead her. Now, according to Citypus, Christie was behind the arrest of a number of the gang members and had engineered a shootout with the police in which two of his cronies were killed, as she do it. He had voiced his suspicion during a phone call with the witness, who at the time was working with the police unbeknownst to his former allies, recording those conversations and then turning them over to the police. The witness had recorded the phone call, and it was played into the records of the courts inside of the courtroom. Never as an informer, our kind of position she can hold, that the girl can't expect anything, brother. I must say house them I go buy a foreign, I can't voluntary work. Citypus is heard saying on the recording. Asked to explain what was the substance of that comment by Citypus, witness number one said, basically, he is saying that Mama is the one going on ID parades and pointing out the persons. So he is saying she is the informer. She is the one that is going with the police and identifying some of their cronies as members of a illegal entity, the gang. And she can't be doing it for free. They must promise her something. That's what he was saying. That explanation by the witness triggered an exaggerated Jesus from Christie, who was seated in the docks and heard it while it was being played in court. She bawled out, Jesus. Citypus continued. The reasoning behind his accusation was further heard saying on the recording, "I have it all over my head, a boom like ball, a boom like ball. Maybe she run the program pan uno the other day now." This, the witness explained, was in reference to a deadly gun battle with the police on Garbally Drive in St. Catherine after a dramatic car chase through the old capital where 2 gang members were killed. The witness, who was the third occupant of that vehicle, escaped unharmed and was taken into protective custody by the police, with whom he had been working undercover since 2018 to dismantle the gang. Wickedest thing, and the girl moved the youth from where he did they know, City Post stated, and according to the witness, the youth who the gangster was referring to had been his protege called Dino. The witness said City Post had groomed Dino as a shooter. He said that Dino, who had been moved from Jones Avenue to a housing development in Old Harbor, had been killed, along with his brother known as Cake Sopu. Now, in the meantime, the witness further alleged that Muma was not the only one in which City Post was losing confidence, including in the number of the distrusted he said was the accused Jazeel Blake, alias Squeeze Eye, and accused Fabian Johnson, also known as Crocs. City Post thought them two were also informants. According to the witnesses, he was the one to tip off investigators about the gang's plan to kill Squeeze Eye. He said based on that tip, the police had taken Squeeze Eye into custody. The witness said that Squeeze Eye had been marked for death because it was felt that he was a snitch, and as such, alleged gang leader Andre Blackman Bryan wanted him dead. Also on Friday, Bryan was heard during a phone call with the witness expressing confidence that he could not be prosecuted or that there was no witness who could peg him, similar to the way in which his rival, Tesha Miller, had been pegged by a witness, also a former gang member. So in the phone call that was played in court, you could hear Bryan saying, none of them can send me to prison. None of them can pipe me out. None of them can do me like how them do Tesha.
You are the thing that makes...
You see the planka people? I want him to tell you now. And I sit a foreign pound I ask, your life good. And as much as crime that foreign, because crime there, you know. That Britain come like a one like a third world country. Crime there, enough crime there. But it's not as bad and as organized as in Jamaica. You know, see a video I play out here showing where I go on a Mountain View. I want to exactly see, say Dana is not the one who actually the owner of this charity. And that is why she can't register it, because these men put her out here for do what she needs to do. I want to still a carry on. Who in the plank still a carry on?
Life sentence. Watch ya now. Watch ya now. Them come some oops. You see, if somebody are gonna be a witness, them have to go in at the gang from Miller time to really be a good witness. You understand me? If you say I split the gang from Miller, that are the wickedest thing with them not have. Bryan is heard saying, 2014, the law anti-gang legislation comes in, so nothing before 2014 can be used against me, Bryan said, calculatingly in the phone calls. Now, y'all remember, Bryan has been hit with about 5 murder charges so far at this point, and he is now in court. Last reports we heard 2 days ago was that he was bawling in the courtroom, legs shaking hard, and booger and snot flying out of him nose, yai water, whole heap of crying. Gangster was bawling. Now comes what a guan, right so, with Muma, up to date. As of March 8, 2023, this is the update for Muma Christie. Pay attention. All right, so as far as Muma is concerned, Stephanie Christie, otherwise called Muma, who is the sole female accused in the ranks of the Klansman gang and a so-called pastor, has been found guilty of being a member of the notorious criminal organization. Chief Justice Brian Sykes handed down the verdict on Wednesday afternoon. That was Wednesday, March 8th of 2020. Verdict on Wednesday. Christie said to be, she is to be a top-tier member of the St. Catherine-based gang, in a fervently delivered unsworn statement, had described herself as a businesswoman and an entrepreneur who is known by many as a people person. That is how I'm not no gangster.
You're the emphasis?
Yes, people person.
Entrepreneur, you hear that? Yes. Entrepreneur, yes. I saw you have to present yourself. All of the gang leader, them the woman, them are done woman and wear the face of the gangster, and the gangster them stay behind while only the planka people have fund Dana Marigo gangster charity were out here and scam the public. Only the planka are the problem. And like I says, Stephanie Christie is everything like Dana. Every single thing. Yes, what for I give you last 10 minutes of verdict, yeah.
I'm not involved with any gang activities, Your Honor. I am a businesswoman and an entrepreneur who is known by many as a people person. She had claimed that her only MO was caring for the elderly and the young people by getting them into school. She told the courts that she also spearheaded community sports days and a major get-together which was so recognized it attracted sponsorships from several big-name companies. Yeah. I am a philanthropist. I am a person of the people and the community. I look out for the youths. Them. I make sure they get into school. I make sure they are channeling their energies into positive things, keeping out of bad companies and all these things. That is how she presented herself in court, and she gave a feverish testimony about how good she was. However, witness number 2, who is a former gang member himself, admitted and then turned states what we call a snitch or whatever you want to call it. That witness had asserted and told the court that Christie was the link between the police force and the gang. Yeah, and she was the one to source all the legal representation whenever a gang member ran afoul of the law. Yeah, Christie was said to bankroll the legal fees from extortion monies. That is how she got the monies to pay the attorneys to get the members of the gangs out of jail, get them good attorney.
You hear that? She get fair money from the extortion fee to get the gangs them out of jail and stuff. How you think Dana Murray go get the money to give the dance and the gangs them? From you, the plankers. You, the plankers, are giving Dana Murray go charity money to give those gangsters in Mountain View, right, to go murder people. We need to stop it. Let Dana go and register charity and set up a proper business in Mountain View and help those youngsters. Because while they're gangsters and whatever, eventually they kill out each other. And the youngsters that are coming up, at least they will see a little business. Because most bad picnic and most children will take up guns and into the life of crime. That is not what they really want to do. But because there's no jobs out there for them, there's no this for them do, them turn to the life of crime. And because them can't get the gun, them take it and go extort people, them take it and go murder people, them take it and do it all sort. But you, the plankers, are the enablers for these people who are with Dana Marigo charity. No shame. That you're Dana Marigo, you're just like Christie.
And these things. The trial judge on Wednesday, in referring to recorded conversations which were entered into evidence featuring Christie in conversation with the witness, where she spoke of a corrupt cop who fed her with information, said it was consistent with the evidence of a police witness who said that Christie had tried to bribe him. So to understand now why I gave you all that other information before, because the police officer who had been on the force for 30 odd years before he retired, who came back and testified that he brought in Andre Blackman and he was questioning him, and Christie showed up, and Christie says she had a baby mother for Levity Coke, and Andre Blackman Brian is our man, our partner, and she want to free him, and she offered the police officer 2 tall up, 2 rifle, after she offered him $100,000, and he said, him no want that, that's an insult, right? And he planned to use her.
If it is invalid, we promise a tenfold refund. This denture can be successfully worn in just 1 second and is suitable for everyone. Whether you have complete teeth, partial missing teeth, or no teeth at all, you don't need adhesives, dentists.
Okay. That conversation apparently was recorded, played in court, and that is how they got her, right? That is how his testimony matches the conversation where Citypus was saying, she is this, she is that, she is the go-to between the gang and the corrupted police. But the police wasn't corrupted. The police was stringing them along all along and taking notes and planning to testify against them, building their case. See? All right, so she's caught. She's caught in the web. The trial judge on Wednesday, in referring to recorded conversations which were entered into evidence and played in court, featuring Christie in conversation with the witness where she spoke of a corrupt cop. Her own conversation was played in court where she was telling them about this corrupt police who feed her information, not knowing that that police was already onto her and was giving her twisted information, not real information. The judge says, yep, that's it. Consistency with the proof. He said the evidence in the case showed cumulatively her role and her function within the criminal organization. Christie, Mama Christie, in maintaining her innocence, she said, I am not part of any gang. I am a people person. I jump around and help everybody. That's what I do. She added that she knew gang leader Andre Blackman Bryan because she grew up with him in Jones Avenue section of Spanish Town and they attended the same high school. But she emphasized that she was employed to a stationery store and a cereal making company in the time before her arrest. Christie had also denied knowing witness number 1, who had testified that she was a high-ranking member of the gang for longer than 7 months. She went on further to point out that she only knew about 6 of these men that are in this gang, arguing that if there was indeed a criminal organization, and if she ranked as highly in the structure as this witness said, she would have known more of these members. I never got nowhere to commit no crime. That's it, my lord, she said in the courtroom at the time. I never got nowhere to commit no crime. That's it, my lord. That's it. Guest number 3 says, amen and amen again. Now go spend the rest of your miserable lives behind bars. The next person says, church woman? Really? Another person says, me mama gone to prison. Well, she can use our people person skills with the other inmates in there, and I am sure that there is such a need. And another person says, I do hope that they will see the light of day on this side of the globe ever again. They will not see the light of day on this side of the globe ever again. As you sow, so shall you reap. Okay, so all she has been found guilty of so far is being a member of the Klansman gang. Now remember, Mama Christie has been accused of being a part of murders as well. We have not heard anything about her being found guilty of being a part of any murder, whether it was accessory to, before, after, or during. And that charge could carry a whole lot of time. She doesn't have to be the person who actually did the killing. I'll give you a good example. Tesha Miller right now was hit with 38 years before he is eligible for parole. Tesha Miller is on a charge where he wasn't charged with being the one to pull the trigger. He was charged with accessory before and after. So if Mama Christie gets caught up later on as this trial is wrapping up and she gets found to be guilty in any way further than just being a member, I don't know what those charges carry, just being a member of a gang. Because I've never heard of anybody goes to prison for a long time for just being a member of a gang. Now, if you're a member of a gang and you committed murder in furtherance of the gang, then that's a whole other story. So we will continue to stay close to this story to see what happens. But so far, the people who are...
You hear Mama Christie say? She's an entrepreneur. She's a people's person. She helped the elderly. She helped the vulnerables. She helped, everything that Donna come out here comes to she is. Everything that Donna came out here and said she is. That's exactly what this mama ya. When you hear them call Donna mama in our community, when the plank on hear it, you know. When you hear them call Donna mama. When you hear them call Donna mama in the phone here. Oh no. You hear the man them a Mountain View where in a Donna where comes to Donna all the time over call her mama. When you hear it. What do you think mama is? Eh?
The gang
what
leader.
do you think mama is?
The gang leader.
Sorry, what do you think mama is in our community? What do you think mama is? Mama either the person where is a part of a gang or whatever, or the person who have the whole heap of money where everybody can go to forget money. Yeah? Remember Donna don't have any money. And she have to pay these people of Mountain View. And that is why she always have to come in a phone with somebody. I mean, I'm telling you, we don't like it and she cannot stop. So she going to have to take the fall like Mama Christie. But what can happen out here is that you, the planker, start giving her all this money for country. Because the government of the country are trying to get rid of all these gangs. And that is why you see the police will kill out so much men without even questioning that even innocent people are get caught up in it. Even innocent people. Even innocent people getting caught up in it. So we're not going with planker people. And it's not just Mama Christie alone at this. It's not just Donna. And it. And not just Donna, and not just Mama Christie. Right? It's not just Donna or Mama Christie. Is it? Several female in a several community is the face of these dons and these gangs. Because they don't work and they don't have no form of income. So the females, they have to go, they go get it by any means possible. Any means possible. So what not go on with? What not talk about? Eh? When are not gonna stop? When are not gonna stop? When are you guys going to actually stop?
When some of them go behind bars.
I don't understand it. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you. All that on planka people think it's okay. If it's long in a phone, a fund, a charity that is funding guns and drugs in a Jamaica. I'm sorry for you. I'm really sorry for you.
Here, in the Mountain View district of Kingston, Jamaica, things aren't the same as in most city districts. Because the people in charge here don't work for the police. They fight them. For example, South Clan.
You don't have to get clearance. You can't just stray around yourself. Whoa, no. You're liable to get killed.
A network of extortionists, contract killers, and kidnappers. Where murder is just part of doing business. Even when working the streets, or even innocent bystanders pay a price.
Somebody shut off her. I can't believe that she did just the right beside of me, and then all of a sudden he's that.
The police try to combat the power of the gangs, but in Mountain View, the police have no power. Because here, no one.
I wonder if you hear the man say, in a Mountain View, the police don't have no power. I wonder if you hear what the man say, in Mountain View, the police have no power. So if the police not have the power, what make you think that they not have power? The only power that I have is the donation from the planker people them overseas. That is the only power. And the power is money, and that money is feeding the gangsters with drugs and gun and causing havoc. in and around Jamaica, in and around Mountain View area, in and around those areas, because the men them say they do not extort or they do not murder or kill anyone inside of Mountain View. They only do it outside of Mountain View. So while Jamaica sleep at night, they goes out to extort and to murder. And while in the community, anybody can just go to them and say, listen me, I want to get rid of Dick, Tom, and Harry. Here is 10,000 Jamaican dollars. Here is 15,000 US dollars. I need to get rid of Harry and Tom. And on the plank, sit down with it. On all right with it. On happy with it. When Una Dana is a mama, which is a Christie. Una Dana can member say Christie. Member say Christie, right? Don't forget, say Christie is also an entrepreneur.
There was a story of a wolf in sheep clothing.
Yeah. Una Christie is a Dana is also a Christie. Can remember Dana is the entrepreneur, the people's person. You see what them do? Them bring in the elderlies, them look out for the children, them do this, them do that. Listen, all this time
that is the cover-up.
She was the face of the gang. The face of the gang. What is wrong with you people? What is actually wrong with you people? Let's register the charity and help the youngsters in Mountain View in a better way. Let's register the charity and help them in a better way. You send phone and telling us, say, I'm Joseph, I go work. A little baby at 4, I'll get registered for primary school. You don't register anyone at 4-year-old for primary school. It is the age of 6. The age of 6, you register for primary school. I want to sit down and believe everything is what's up. I don't understand it. But not until it come on the door. Not until it come to the door. And that when I go stop. Not until it come on the door. The entrepreneur, what is wrong with you? The business person, the this, the that. What is actually wrong with you? Eh? What wrong with you? What wrong with backside on the planka? What is wrong with you? And she can't stop. Whether they like it or not, she can't stop. The only stop this can stop. I will only the planka stop it. Only the planka stop it. Because I'm quite sure a lot of those youngsters too, we are gang man. Enough of them want to stop, but them not no way out either. The only way out is either for runway and the police protection or the backside will kill out tight. Huh? Can you just imagine? Can you just imagine? I was shocked to find out that this female here was the same exact thing like Dana. Everything what Dana says she is. Christian, the Bible.
Yes, he bad. He bad up there.
The business person, helping the elderly, helping the poor, helping the children, putting on treat. Una no fucking see. Una no see. Una don't see. No, una don't see.
So now you see the reason why she can't stop. The only stop, those stop, are when the Plancatarians them say, we're not doing it no more. So therefore, she don't have nowhere to get the money from. She don't have nowhere to get the money from. And that's why she always go look for the most vulnerable when there's some situation and people who can't read and write, like a Ricardo who can't even count in one money. Ricardo who can't even count in one money. Me have go pan something else, you know. Me safe spice done.
Well, continue funding.
Me have go pan something else, you know. I'm asking.
Continue fund it. Continue fund it. Continue. I'm off. Good afternoon, social media. Good afternoon, world. Like I said,
me go and pan something else, go show no something, you know. Come when they do it from morning, when they play from morning. When they played from morning. Who this the live? Lorraine. Our Lorraine the play.
Stop a black in a them head. Cause you know I love drop black in a them head. Maxine Nation. Now who she? And me a black go through now. Cause me no need uno. Oh. Me no afraid. Go up on the page where we need money. Uno go up. Cause I come here with ambition and I come here with a goal mindset and I come here to achieve and accomplish it. And if me have to work 24 hours to accomplish it, I will do them. You're surely responsible for it. You can't have a law created in a country and see it a break and play a blind eye to it. Then when you listen to the law for, where you come talk about charity to register, where you come say it for? When there's so much unread.
All right, this one, yeah. When they play this morning, they listen to it. You go to one part.
Good day. Hello, everyone. YouTube. The content of this channel is provided, right, for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. The views and opinion expressed are those of the host and are based on personal perspective, experience, and general information. Nothing shared on this channel should be interpreted as medical, legal, immigration, financial, or professional relationship advice. Viewers should seek guidance from qualified professionals regarding their specific situation. Participation in this channel includes comments, messages, live stream, discussion. It does not create a professional or client relationship with the host. This channel promotes respectful conversation and constructive dialogue. Harassment, threats, hate speech, bullying, or inciting violence towards any individual or group will not be tolerated. Comments that violate these guidelines may be removed and user may be blocked. Any stories or example or scenarios discussed may be generalized, anonymized, or altered to protect the privacy. Commentary shared on this channel is intended for discussion, opinion, and educational purposes only. Everything that is said and done on this live stream or any content is presented in good faith. Okay? Hello, everyone. Give me a minute here. By watching this channel, my lovely people, the viewers acknowledge that they're responsible for how they interpret and use the information presented. The house is not liable for any. Again, I want to elaborate on this point. The host is not liable for any decision, actions, or outcome resulting from the use or the misuse of information shared. Viewers are encouraged to exercise their own judgment, consult a qualified professional when making important decisions related to their personal circumstance. Okay? And very, very last but not least, right? The information and opinion shared here, listen to me well, is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. They should not be considered, like I said, for medical, legal, immigration, financial, professionals, even love connection, relationship advice. No. If you need any such thing, please consult a qualified professional for guidance regarding your specific situation. See my wonderful channel? Yes, that all my viewers come to peep or entertained or engage. Also encourage respectful dialogue. Harassment, threats, hate speech, or inciting violence towards any individual or group will definitely not be tolerated. Please keep the chat constructive so that everyone can feel comfortable participating. And if you're joining the live, feel free to share your thoughts or question in the chat, okay? And on with that said, hello. Hello, my love bugs. Hello. Let me see who is here. Happy Mother's Day.
I'm going to go back to the front of it, but I want you guys to hear something before I go there. So let me try and find it. I think it was like about...
So, it seemed like you need some more money. The damn them pressure you for more money or something. I don't mean what if Paula come on there. But it seemed like Salone never care about your grandson neither. It seemed like she just want no. Yeah, but what I'm saying, Deval, I'm not talking about a private primary school. I'm talking about the government, the public school. On their own and a pick up. Yeah. Okay. Mongo. Okay, hold on. Mongo, the confusion is the term college. I have just completed 34 English. They don't know if this is the English house. Like, really?
I'm Bill when me there fire knowing some. And the first come video me I go in there Tajay. What me for? And the first me I see this English house. And it Bill at the first me I see it. Watch China pretty door.
It ain't one of us, but Misunderstood just wrote, college is free. University, you can go and pay back when you start to work. Geraldine said university.
I've nothing to give. Anyway, I think Paula did take some stuff and carry for him. So the other day, I say, you know what? I'm going to look for Mr. English and look for the house. Can you say funny me? Build up house, they can't feed you.
Oh God, look who she talked to Mr. English. Then I like
in a reach this up.
Him can't say, he'll never get it.
No. You can't laugh and say it. You flip your camera, so
to some other way.
Yeah, but Dana, you're not making any sense, right? Oh, so Laura, you said that Sebastian now peep up himself, but he's still in a pampas. You said Dana don't even know what happened to the money. Cheryl said you're out. Oh, son. And she going round and round and a pick up. Yeah. Okay. Mongo. Okay, hold on. Mongo, the confusion is the term college. I have just completed 34 years. Okay, Mongo, the confusion is the term college. I have just completed 34 years as a manager in a UK university.
Money Blanca. It's pretty like money. When I come, you must go rent me a room up here. Yeah, there. When you get family, you're not supposed to work, doggy. Reach up on Mr. English and we are going to carry on the things.
What do I mean by Garnet said to her, said, me that take a money from you right now. And then I replied and said, the amount of money when you get half of me. And what you mean by that? Huh? Anybody? Because we very much to feel that if you come out and tell the truth, So when them are cussing for the truth. But stop come out and think people are idiots.
I got grocery for game. What do you mean?
Tom, you see that?
Saturday, around Monday, I didn't know I was there. And I give them the money to go take the picture for the little boy and the farm full of. I know this a one.
But you knew that they were not going to take those money to register.
Can I wrong one man? Okay.
I don't want to this thing. Huh? Come on. That candy is. I'm like, why me no? I don't know. It's keep your mouth shut. Pretty much. Let me tell you how me get it, right? I mean, only just hear it. I get on this, and this is how get around. Because you can't just run your mouth because the man then will KILL.
I know through them and confidence. You know, see, you know, you know, here.
This.
All right. The police are get paid for the work. You know, get paid for the work.
Look at
Ricardo.
I live in Gina, that you know. Then I say, keep your mouth shut, the man the way like KILL.
You see it?
Yes. Yes, Ricardo. So you're going to carry this paper you know to the bank. When you get
get rid of the person, man.
Hold on, Ricardo.
This how many my thief Ricardo money.
We should have put up what she want. She want $10.
And the video you send the pan.
I'll put that there.
This is the 2 person. Wrap it up fast.
You know what? You know what I so say that you I would have person there. But them want $10. Move from here.
Say them my reference you. You go for then long enough, go for the bank. Come get the paper. Then I go give you 2 white paper.
Listen.
You know your name, address, and your phone. You know the JP man and Anneville.
Yeah.
All right, go to her and make sure sign up this year. You know, then if you charge you for free.
Yeah.
But if you want to give them a soda money when they're done for them penning, you give them. Don't let nobody charge you for sign nothing. It's up to you. If you don't want to give them nothing for buy drink, don't give them for government to pay them, or government choose them. But you can't give them one drinks money. You understand that, so get to run. When they don't sign to you, then turn up and look why you and tell you to buy them. So me only I tell you that's your boy, you know. So don't make nobody give no figure about no 5,000 or 2,000 enough to 1,000. If you sign no paper, government pay them. All right. But if you want to give them no money, if you buy one drink, that's common courtesy. You give, yeah? Go and go do your business and come back to auntie. All right? And show your girlfriend how you're clean. Let me draw away chair. Whoever more makes you see how you're nice and clean. Eh? Remember that no more plank at them look you. They never not put out your number, you know.
Watch Ricardo.
Then go see how you're clean and go call you. Make your woman in a problem.
Watch out. Look. Watch that. Watch Ricardo. Watch Ricardo.
If you put out your number.
Yeah.
Oh, Rasta John, me not tell you to put out it up well. See no what?
When me tell you, oh, the Plancatarian them thirsty. You know, thirsty, no, them thirsty. Then come like when dry peas want fire, or they want, man. I saw the Plancatarian them thirsty and stay. Because look at Ricardo, you know. Who in a them right mind go see Ricardo pan Love Connection in a planka shop? I see him, so Miss Lottie and brother went take one of the planka woman them, you know, and rob them their money, you know. I see him where Lottie and brother went take one of them. Look pan Ricardo now. Who in a them right mind? Who for front couldn't let jump so? Who for crutches couldn't dry so? That then pick up Ricardo. Me not discriminate against nobody or nothing like that. But who for front couldn't really dry so in a foreign country? If somebody come from Canada and pick up Ricardo. Who? I never see this from the day me born. Then toasty, more out dry peas on fire. Then report when I page. Me soon come off I live, you know. Then report when I page. It got Maxine purpose gone down to nothing. And matter of fact, the whole of them gone down to nothing. Every jack one of them gone down. Me will end the live and come back. Me will come back later, guys. Me come back later. Me soon later. You report the live then. Me soon later.